David Guy Maynard here. Thanks for joining me out on the beach in beautiful west coast of Florida. We're gonna do some great shots tonight. You know, one of the things that I believe firmly and I practice every day is small, lightweight gear out on location so you're not breaking your back, you're not breaking your budget. There's no point in taking all that extra baggage along when you're gonna do a shoot like this. You can do everything you need and keep it lightweight. Small bags, lightweight, big pictures, baby. That's the way to shoot it. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I do on any shoot like this is I want to have my color balance right. As you can see, I'm going to start with one speed light, and I'm going to shoot this in hypersync because we're into some pretty heavy sunlight right now, and at normal sync speeds available on your flashes, I'd never be able to pull this off. I'm going to want to get a nice reference frame to do a custom white balance so that the color temperature of the sunlight mixes well with the color temperature of my speed light. To do that, I'm going to use the ExpoDisc. The ExpoDisc comes in two flavors, neutral and portrait, but because I'm shooting a female model, I'm going to use the portrait. Plus, when we get to sunset, it's going to look awesome with those nice warm skin tone matching her in with the nice tones of that sunset. In order to do that, I have a speed light on, and I need to actually bounce my light. Now, the way that I do it, this is not the way everybody does it, but it works very well for me, is to look, I'm in TTL, I'm going to actually look back at the sun, bounce a little of my flash off of my model, and suck up some of that sunlight at the same time. I got to turn my autofocus to manual to do it. One pop, and I got an 18% gray frame. Now, being in TTL made that easy for me because I already metered for the background in hypersync. I'm shooting at a 2500th of a second at, believe it or not, f4. So I'm going to go back over here, get my hood back on. It's always worth using your hood. When you're out on location like this in bright settings or even shooting with strobe in the studio, it's a really good idea to have your lens hood on. It'll keep you from getting lens flare. So now that I have the reference frame that I need, I'm going to go into my menu, go down to Custom WB, I hit Enter, it shows me that gray frame I just shot, and boom, I'm off and running. I hit that and go to the custom symbol on the top, I'm ready to shoot. Normally in vertical mode, I'd use some kind of a reflector, which we will be doing here in a little bit. But with the sun coming in on this side, it's fine for me to put the flash on the left side of my lens. It's just... Now I'll check myself here. Oh yeah, we're right in the zone. Very nice. Now, one of the benefits of shooting in hypersync like this is I can back off. I can drop down into f4, even down into f2.8 with this nice long lens. And that background out behind my model is going to get nice and soft. Without the benefit of the hypersync available on these modern flashes like the 580EX2, Nikon's SB900, several other models that have it, I would never be able to do that. I'd be shooting this probably at f19 right now, just to keep up with the sun. Now let's just make sure we're getting a nice blue sky. All right, in this case, I'm actually getting a little less blue in there than I want, so I'm gonna up my speed. And then I'm gonna back off, open it up to its widest angle at 70, still with some compression. Get my angle to get a little sky in there, and